Wow, what do you do after a long day's work? Or should I say, a long day's trying to sell your car? Wow, until you try to sell your car, you don't get it. You don't get it. That's why most people just drive to the dealership and just trade their car in. For all the havoc you go through to try to sell your car and the haggling, forget it. So what am I going to do after a hard day's work of trying to sell yet another car? I'm going to clean my Mustang Whipple horse, which is really starting to become my favorite possible car. Why? Who the hell knows? But hey, I'm out here cleaning the cars, and what's the next choice? What's the next card that comes out of the stack? I don't know. Kind of stepping back for a second, but it's thinning out here at the Ice Age TV as we clean up the Whipple horse and give it some loving and put it back in the garage. But what's going to be sacrificed? Oh no. Is the gold rush? Oh no. Yikes. Oh, the beauty of cleaning cars. I've done this a gazillion times in my lifetime. But you know what? It kind of gives me peace and joy because I can just take my mind off of so many other things that go on in my life and what is going on in my life. Which, yeah, has it been challenging? It sure has. But you got to make the best out of your challenges to prevail because you all have challenges. That's the thing. For everybody watching my channel, I totally understand it. You have challenges maybe bigger than me or maybe not. But it doesn't matter. We all have challenges in life. And the cars have always given me great pleasure to get away from those challenges, even though I've only created more challenges in my life having too many damn cars. So it is going to be an interesting adventure if you stay tuned to my channel to watch how things start to play out. What's kept, what's not, what's taken away, what do I pay? Yeah, it's not that easy. And sadly, we lost one of our favorite entertainment dogs, Kiefer, who's no longer here. And the daughter's having... she's handling it well. I'm kind of getting through it as well because I'm blessed to have 4 healthy other animals, which they really are. I've been blessed. So for me as a person, it's a very, upsetting thing that played out in front of us, but I'm sure others can tell you worse stories than mine. And that's what you have to step back and say to yourself in life is there's always a story. We all have stories. And for the most part, if you look around, I've been blessed. And I still am blessed. I'm just making this video this evening because a lot of people are really concerned about my well-being, and I'm okay. So maybe out there, I've gone through hardships in my life many times. It's not easy, but I'm getting through it, and I appreciate everybody being concerned about my well-being, and I'm going to get through it. And we all get through this, and I think that's when you can show others that you go through dire circumstances, and in the end, you prevail. And that's the thing about life. Can you take the hardships and continue on and prevail? And a lot of people can't. They just totally lose it and they fall down and they fail. And that's one reason I'm kind of keeping my channel going, because I've had so many happy stories. If you really watch my channel, you've seen so many happy stories of me out buying cars, motorcycles, trucks, just so much entertainment on the fun side of the equation. But you haven't seen a lot of the hardship videos. And for me, I just felt like for me to just then start hiding the hardships, that's not really being, to me, a true YouTuber to the real life of what we live in, because then it's just, really creates just a false sense of, hey, this guy just has it made, and he never has hardships. It's everything just easy. It's a cakewalk. The guy was probably born with a silver spoon in his mouth. That's not my story, and that's why I like to continue on and share with you my adventures, because it is very challenging. It is very heartbreaking. But am I going to let that take me down? I'm not. I'm going to continue to do what I can do to make things work and have more adventures and more stories. And that's why I'm here sharing this evening with you as I clean up the dark horse, the Whipple horse that really has been ignored. And I really need to get it in. And for me, for me, mixed feelings, do I keep the Whipple horse or do I keep the gold rush? That's hard decisions. It really is. I'd like to be able to keep both. If I could get rid of the race truck, then that'd probably put me in a position where I didn't have to get rid of the gold rush. So I don't know. Lots of things to kind of evaluate as time progresses. But let's get this all cleaned up and show you the before and after look on the Whipple horse bath time. And wowsker, the Ice Age Mustang Whipple horse. She's all cleaned up. How about that, huh? You probably either love this color or not so much. So got her cleaned up, get her in the garage. I'd so really like to have my cars in the garage. If I could get rid of a bunch of motorcycles, that would make my life a little better. But yeah, do I think clearly on that? No, not so much. But I just really do like this car. Has such a technology in it, and an exhaust note. I mean, some may not like the infotainment center, but it really is such a cool car. And this thing just rocks. The thing with the supercharger, I just can't emphasize enough how cool this car is. When it first starts up in the morning, you really do hear that supercharger whine. But what's really incredible is I have barely driven this car. This car doesn't even have 800 miles on it. Look at that there, though. So with the Dark Horse package, this 5.0 motor is beefed up to really handle more power. So that's one reason I did the Whipple horse setup, because I feel very confident that 5.0 motor. But if you look right here, you'll see that, how many miles have this thing? 729 miles. And I bought this thing a year ago. This car's a year old. Is that incredible? I mean, that's incredible. Even for me. I have really never even driven this car, as it sits around all the time. So, yeah, I need to start driving this car and not get myself in trouble. But I think the car is really a sharp-looking car. I need to wipe it down a little bit more. In the engine compartment, the door jams, the trunk. But it really is just a really nice car. And I haven't seen a lot of these out on the road. So that's one thing that's kind of nice. These aren't like a dime a dozen yet. I'm not saying they won't be. So that's it, everybody. Just want to share my time and clean up my cars. I really do want to get motivated to clean my cars. It really does give me an outlet to kind of just let all the crap. That's what it's all about. Gotta have an outlet. For me, I get the motorcycle outlet, the car outlets, but then, unfortunately for me, I get so wrapped up in all these damn vehicles, I just get entailed to go buy yet another one, which that's kind of over. So, all right, everybody, thanks so much for watching Ice Age TV with the Tango, the Willow, the Ginger, and the Scout, the forgotten ones, because somebody else named Kiefer Boy, Kiefer, so see if they even notice that, Keefy, you're Kiefer Boy. Isn't that interesting? So Kiefer, where's Kiefer? Do they kind of connect the dots with that? Yeah, I guess maybe, maybe not. Sorry, everybody, that's it. God bless. Have a great evening.